And speaking of two people who stopped the world and time, let's switch over to Antony and Cleopatra, two tremendous figures of world history who we probably know best from this play. So Don, can you tell us a little bit about Antony and Cleopatra and these two people whose love affair affects so many people?
Sure. That's really a Barry Craft question, but I'll do my best. First, I do want to note, my numbers are not up to the minute, but I actually think that Count of Monte Cristo is our bestseller outdoors right now. So to all those doubters, tell them get their tickets
Now.
Now get their tickets. So Antony and Cleopatra. We know Antony was one of the triumvirs of Rome right before Octavius Caesar became the Augustus Caesar and dubbed himself Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Before Rome was an empire, and Cleopatra was the Queen of Egypt, last of the Ptolemaic dynasty. But I think we do know them best from this play. They've become mythological beings that so little of their actual lives do we have common knowledge of because we think of them as the characters that Shakespeare has mythologized for us. This play, Antony and Cleopatra, is a tragic romance, and it's a pageant play in very many ways. And if you've seen enough of Bill Rausch's work, you know he just does not abide a pageant play. So that's one of the really dynamic features of our particular production, is that we've taken this kind of mega epic play that has over 40 locations, or over 40 scenes, spanning several locations across the Mediterranean, and really made it quite tactile and accessible and human and very personalized. Yeah.
So I'm sure that one of the first questions that I think we had when we were first talking about doing a production of Antony and Cleopatra, and I'm sure our audiences would love to know, is time period. Is this a traditional sword and sandal production of Antony and Cleopatra?
No. But you knew that because Bill's directing it, right? So there are some sandals and there are some swords.
Done.
But we've kind of, in many ways, and not to frighten anyone, but we've kind of invented our own period, right? I'm gonna dub it kind of classic modern. It is modern dress production, but you cannot do Antony and Cleopatra and not give the people all those fabulous Egyptian icons. You can't give a nod to the Rome of old. So we've certainly incorporated all the iconography. Bill likes to say ye olde, and this even precedes ye olde, right? This is before ye olde. In fact, Shakespeare's writing about a time period that he's much further removed from than we are removed from Shakespeare, right? So we got a lot going on. But it is mostly modern, with a little spectacle, a little bit of that pageant, just to keep us all happy and satisfied. But part of our design, this was one of the first concerns we had, is with all these scenes and all these different locations, and it being a martial play with battles at sea, how the heck do we let folks know where we are?
It's very cinematic that way.
Very cinematic. So part of our design actually features an electronic LED signboard that tells you Alexandria, Rome, on the Mediterranean Sea, and a few places in between that that we had to pull out a map to figure out where they were. Some of them are actually no longer there, in fact. So yes, that is featured prominently in our design, but I think in a way that is elegant, if that's the right word. It's not heavy-handed. It's just a little flash of a little super title, and then it goes away. And we have that with most of our transitions, just to orient people, to let people know, hey, our boat has moved. We're not in Italy. We're not in Egypt. We're actually now in Athens. Tremendous, tremendous ensemble of actors. We have 24 actors in the cast, including your very favorites, Miriam Lauba as Cleopatra, and Derek Lee Whedon as Antony. Jeff King features as Enobarbus, and Rafi Barsoomian, who this is his third or fourth season with the company, plays the young Caesar, supported by just a wealth of other OSF actors that you've come to know and love.
Yeah, part of the fun of working in repertory, like especially with these three rehearsal processes, because we run on parallel tracks, is that we actually, Marcela and I, who are working on Monte Cristo, we share actors with Antony and Cleopatra and with Head Over Heels. So I mean, I don't know if you've had a chance to see either of those, but to see our actors popping up in different universes, playing very different characters, is one of the things that makes me the most gleeful about what it is that we do.